Hello everybody and welcome back to the Alien vs Predator Galaxy Let's Play of Aliens vs Predator 2010 by Rebellion. This is the what should hopefully be familiar by now voice of Site Co-Administrator Corporal Hicks, aka Aaron Percival, and joining me is my usual partner in crime, Ridgetop, also known as Adam Zeller.
Hello again everyone.
And we're back to play the 6th and final mission of the Marine campaign, which is known as Pyramid. And again, we'll be playing normal, so it doesn't take us too long. So we ended the last mission with getting on the elevator, which will now have us descending into the bottom of the Predator Pyramid. And it's all very orange down here at the minute.
One of the things that's kind of cool is the Predator Pyramid in this is upside down, coming out of like the cave ceiling. As opposed to, you know, how it was in the first film.
And we'll see it in a second. Well, this is only the bottom of the pyramid, isn't it? It's not the entirety of the pyramid.
It was like the entrance to it.
I best remember to turn the sentry gun on.
Which is kind of interesting because you see the elevator you go down, it's like an ancient looking shaft, so
it's like they built it on the the place where they were.
An elevator of their own or something that wasn't there anymore.
Do you know I probably should have had a look at this beforehand. In AVP, in the film, when they're showing the hologram of the entire pyramid, when it's sort of zooming in on the Queen's chamber and stuff like that, do you remember if it showed a little bottom on that hologram?
I think the only thing it showed beneath that was just the stasis pool she was in.
Might be worth just having a look at that.
Yeah, this is another fight that on Nightmare difficulty definitely took me a few tries.
It's been a good while since I played this through on Nightmare. I think that was on the 360.
Yeah, no, I have all the achievements on the 360, and I've been meaning to go back and do that on Steam as well.
Same, it's the only game I've actually 100%ed. Was this on? Ooh, ouch. Was this on 360? Oh shoot!
You should go for Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation next. That's a good one to get every achievement for.
Well, I did start to go back on that and do some, but I haven't played it for a little bit. And here we have 2 Praetorians, because one wasn't enough in the last mission.
Just gotta hit them with those exploding tanks on their way towards you.
Yeah, most of them have been done. Oops. Ooh, APC, the sentry gun dealt with that guy for me. See, I think they've been ramped down in difficulty a bit for this section.
Well, we are playing on normal.
Well, no, I mean, even you know, the boss fight you had with her in the last mission, she was...
Yeah, I guess they figured if they were going to throw 2 at you, they wouldn't have it be quite as hard as the first time you fight it. Maybe. I don't know.
Do I go with the smart gun? Yeah, I'll go with the smart gun for a bit. I don't normally like using them, to be honest. So yeah, I think I might actually double check that the hologram just to see. And of course, some really cool
You don't like using the smart gun, Marine? I don't
Nah,
like picking
I
that
don't
up
know.
and going, let's rock!
I've always been more of a pulse rifle kind of guy.
Oh, I see.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got my airsoft pulse rifle. I'd probably still buy a smart gun one if they came out. So I really like this lava effect as well for this. Just in terms of like the lighting and the mood, I suppose, of this particular
Yeah,
section.
it's kind of a cool chamber. Personally, I think like maybe it would have been more eerie if it had just kind of been a cave like it was an AVP, like not an ice cave in that movie, but just a dark cave that was lit up. The lava makes it look a bit too video gamey, maybe, you know, the
a bit
dark
too Doom
castle and
for you.
the lava pit. But I mean it works. It's not bad.
And this is where we saw the game start as well, with Weyland opening the big door.
Also, more nods to the AVP film with like the statues back there. They were straight from the film.
And this is concept art straight out of the film as well.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, that was part of the concept art. I don't think that was ever a mural in the movie itself, but it was part of the concept art.
So we are about to meet Weyland. Spoilers, by the way.
Well, if they've gotten to this point, I'm sure.
I was, of course, joking.
Glad to meet you, finally. I've been monitoring your progress. I knew you'd make it this far. You're a survivor.
Where's my smart gun gone?
That once ruled this planet. Like the
I know, right?
stalk.
What's that on the side of the gun? I do love that. I just love humans using cloaking tech.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of really the whole premise of the Concrete Jungle game was humans stealing Predator technology.
We're old friends, the Corps and I.
Of course, it's what Weyland wanted to do.
In fact, you might say I own it.
I think this is probably the most blatant EU attempt at saying that Weyland-Yutani has a lot of control over the Marines.
Deal with them.
The rest of the EU, it was a company called Armart that... Well, I wouldn't say the rest of the EU, I guess that's unfair. A company called Armart make the pulse rifles.
Yeah.
Not Weyland.
Well, I'm sure, you know, just like the world we live in today, powerful corporations have a lot of sway in government matters. I mean, even in the movie Aliens, where they made it clear it was Marine jurisdiction, you know, you could tell Burke was still like, yeah, but that doesn't matter. Come on, like.
At the end of the day, he ends up with no control over the situation. I mean,
yeah.
Weyland only co-financed the colony with, was it the ECA? Or was that the other?
I'm not sure. But you would think, like, if executive of Weyland-Yutani was there instead of just Burke, maybe it would have been a bit more tension.
I guess it depends on how powerful Burke was supposed to be. I don't remember if it was any in ever of the film's material, but the Weyland-Yutani report, the book from a couple of years ago, I'm pretty sure it had Burke as being like head of special division or something like that. So it's not like he was...
I never figured that. I thought he was trying to become more powerful with what he was doing.
Oh, no doubt. It was after more money and influence, but I mean, I don't say I ever got that impression from the film, but that was certainly in the certainly what the book said. Just a little chamber, nothing massively. Yeah,
if there was one disappointment I had about this pyramid, you know, the pyramid was so massive in the EVP film, and I would have liked to explore it a bit more, kind of like the derelict in Aliens Colonial Marines. Like, we were so excited once we got in there, and once we did, it was pretty much just all the rooms we had seen in the film. So.
Yeah, which is disappointing. Yeah, I really do agree with you on that front. It would have been nice to have got around more, and I can't feel like there'd have been much in the way of restriction in terms of, like, with Colonial Marines I could kind of understand it because there'd still Covenant come in, and there was, you know, still it was an area that Ridley Scott was likely to explore, but I don't think that was really the case for this. I don't think they needed to worry about anything like that.
And
oh my, look at that.
Yeah, I love this chamber in the pyramid. The final Marine boss fight. What did you think about this
God.
final fight?
It's a bit,
Because it's just fighting Weyland with a
rush
shotgun.
me right now. Let me get up. Ah, don't kill me.
Would you have rather fought like a big queen or something, or like, I don't know. This end fight was a little anticlimactic for me. Oh, he's gonna get you.
Oh, he is. Fuck off. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Look at that ragdoll.
You went flying. So maybe the Marines don't care about the higher ups in the company too much.
Well, if somebody's trying to kill you... Yeah, sorry, I was a bit distracted running around there. Yeah, it would have been nicer to have fought an alien, a queen, properly, rather than the tied up fight that she's in. But then again, I guess it's kind of it's more thematic too. The Marines is fighting the human.
By the way, that open panel on the floor right in front of you, that's where
the
you
Predator
fall
mission.
down
Yeah.
as the Predator, and the end boss fight is down there, which is much cooler. But I kind of like that. Just a little detail of that being open. And I wish this game had more of that. Like you remember in AVP2, like you would actually run into the other characters you played as. Whereas in this game, that's really as far as it goes in terms of interlinking the different campaigns.
And so here we have... Can I get up here? I don't think I can I? No. Oh.
The Elder Predator
And
sarcophagus.
the Predator Lord.
Oh, that's right. He was supposed to be like the first one to kill a queen or something.
Kill an alien overall, but I suppose we probably want to save that kind of thing for the Predator campaign. But I don't think we actually get a good look at the sarcophagus in the Predator mission, do we? We'll fall down before that. But no, I think that's really badass. Really cool little moment.
And no, you can. You have to activate like his something on the sarcophagus, and then you fall down. He's so angry.
Guess androids don't like getting shot up though.
No, he does have some backups though, as we'll find out.
Spoilers.
Nice.
Pew.
Headshot.
If you know what, if I designed androids, I would not put their equivalent of a brain in their head. It's just too obvious. Put them in the feet or something. The shins. Do I have to... You know what, I forgot where I'm going from here. Do I have to run? Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, so I'm saying the Predator ending's more thematic for the Predator's mission. So I guess Weyland was supposed to be a bit more thematic to this one as a final battle. I'm glad they didn't make me run all the way.
Yeah. Cool little outro video.
Just find the... Oh no, it's Weyland's private dropship, isn't it? That was the whole point of going for the pad. Yeah, where's Weyland?
Arrest them or something.
You look suspiciously unlike our boss. And a cool little nod to the end of Aliens there, I guess. Apparently this is a special dropship with cryo chambers on it.
We have the data pad, sir. No complications. Yes. The live specimen is secure. Transmitting data pad contents. Now.
Yeah, I did think this was weird in the sense that why were they even going to rescue Weyland if he just had a backup of himself?
Yeah, I suppose. I guess I'd never really considered that.
Worth waiting centuries
wonder how many Weylands they intended they have going around here. Or if they're all known
As many as Lance Henriksen are willing to play.
That's it. So for AVP 4, we'll be going to the alien homeworld. I wish.
Yeah, we'll see if they continue. Rebellion always seems to, when they, and I'm sure, I hope eventually they do another one. Each game is just kind of its own contained thing. Maybe they were at one point planning a direct sequel for this, but I doubt if they make another one, that's what we're going to get.
I do think AVP 2's was supposed to spin off of the first one a little bit. I always remember a piece of lore about how it was associated with the first one, but I can never quite remember where I got that info from. I assume it was from one of the mission logs in the game, but obviously that's something we could talk about later. But what did you think of that cliffhanger then? What do you think of the concept of for a sequel going to?
It was interesting, and I liked the idea of the alien homeworld, which it was a thing that I had always wanted to just be kind of left to the EU. But we know what the prequel films did with that now, don't we?
Shh, we'll not talk that. It's a completely other video. But yeah, so that
might have been why they couldn't go with that, to be honest, is just...
Well, we know that some of the Prometheus would have been in pre-production, I think, when this was coming out.
Yeah, because this was 2010, so yeah, it's right around that time.
And from our own chat with Alex Moore, the lead designer for the game, he did tell us that there were certain things they weren't allowed to play with because of Prometheus that was in works, which is why the space jockeys were completely absent from this game. But yeah,
which is a shame, because I thought they were done so well in AVP 2, even though there were no space jockeys, just their environment was done so well in AVP 2.
But I guess I liked the whole pyramid being substituted in place of playing with the space jockeys again.
Yeah, I agree. And this was the first time we had really seen the aesthetic from the AVP films directly in one of the games, and I thought it was really well done.
And it was a breath of fresh air as well. You know, instead of having continually the same environments recycled, it was good to move into this AVP aesthetic. And that was the Marine campaign. So overall thoughts on the Marine campaign?
I mean, it was good. It's still, these games, I think you have to judge them on the entire story. And that's the cool thing about the AVP games, is you get 3 campaigns in pretty much all of them. At least the ones by Rebellion and Monolith, unless you're talking about, AVPR and PSP, but the main releases.
And even in the mobile game, we still got 2 campaigns-ish, kind of. Yeah.
But I feel like the only complaint I have about the campaigns in this game is the Alien one is a little short, but all 3 are really strong, and they all give different sides to the same story. So it's.
But we can talk about the other campaigns later, though. I mean, in terms of more specifically the Marine campaign.
The Marine campaign I thought was well done. It's this one of the staples of this game series is the fact that you get 3 campaigns and you get to go through the same story from 3 perspectives. And as far as the Marine perspective goes, I thought it was well done, but like we kind of mentioned, I think after the refinery, things kind of, I don't know, there was a little too much jungle stuff, which I mean, I liked. It's good to switch up the environment. It
still ended up only being 1 mission, which was less than I thought it was going to be. I thought, my memory of it was always that we were out in the open for too long, but it turned out to just be a single mission, and then we were back inside.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It's just I I thought the early missions were so strong with the colony and the refinery, because it was a very aliens kind of aesthetic, and I would have liked to have been in that space a bit more. And even at the end, the pyramid, I would have liked that to have been a bit longer and to explore that a bit more. So I mean, although I really like the campaign and I think it's a cool story in the universe and it's strong, I just feel like there could have been that little bit extra.
I would have liked a longer campaign. Pretty much all of them I wish would have been a bit longer with, just a few extra locations. But in general, I do agree with you. I think the Marine campaign is at its strongest when we're in the corridors of the colony, or we're in the corridors of the pyramid, or just exploring more of that pyramid would have been nice as well. Yeah, and that would have offered up a suitable location for it, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably my favourite of the campaigns.
Yeah, I would agree.
Is there anything else you reckon we can talk about, or is that good for now?
Which one do you want to do next?
I think we'll follow through the campaign order on the menus. So we will go for Predator next, I think was the next one. Just double check. Just so you guys know what to expect for the next upload. Yep. So yeah, we will be doing the Predator missions next. We're gonna have a little break, maybe a week or two, and hopefully get you out some different videos. If you haven't already watched it, we've uploaded the first of our lore videos, which was the Alien King from the comics. Ridgetop will be working on the Bad Blood next, the Predator Bad Blood, and I will be tackling the DNA reflex theory and looking at where that came from, because it wasn't just the Alien 3 we got, it was before that, and the various examples of it in the expanded universe.
And if you've made it through this whole campaign, we really appreciate you watching. This is the first time we have done something like this, and we've been meaning to do it for a long time, and we're really passionate about the games side of things in the franchise, and so we're excited to go through the rest of this game as well as some of the other ones. So if you did like the video, feel free to leave a like. We really appreciate it. If you want to check us out on our social channels, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you just search AVP Galaxy or Alien vs. Predator Galaxy, we'll be sure to come up.
And be sure to let us know what you thought of this last mission down below, and feel free to let us know your thoughts on the Marine campaign overall down in the comments below. So this has been Corporal Hicks.
And Ridgetop.
Thanks for watching.